Okay, so I saved up the last episode to check if everything was okay, and it seems like this time we are on a go. All systems green. So now we have to decide what we're going to do. We can either talk with Gwenda, read an old book, or cook something. My choice would be talk with Gwenda and then cook something. Gwenda, yes my dear? What's troubling you? Oh, what the hell happened? Oh, I can scroll back and forward. Okay. Gwenda, yes my dear, what's troubling you? Aaron doesn't remember me at all. And the doctors say they don't want to give him too much stress since it might make him forget more, or make it harder for him to remember what he has forgotten. Gwenda, honey, I'm sure he'll remember you soon enough. You're the love of his life. The two of you were so close, the cutest little lovebirds in town. It's just these past few years that he has forgotten, said Amy. Though, what if he doesn't recover? Gwenda, then you'll just have to make him love you again. Amy, really? You think that would work? I'm so afraid that we might never be together again. We have so many precious memories, and to think that he doesn't remember any of them. I couldn't help but shudder at the thought. Gwenda, you'll be able to do it. In the absolute worst case scenario, you'll just have to start off from square one again. Even if his mind doesn't recall the memories you two share, his heart will still love you. Not even amnesia can erase that. Amy, you're right. Thank you, Auntie. I feel a bit better now. Of course, that's what family is for.
Bring it on!
Okay, so we succeeded in our first action, and we gained +9 morale, so Amy is feeling a bit better now. After talking with Gwenda, I feel better. Sometimes you just need to open up with someone who cares about you. Okay, what now? We could still talk with Gwenda, or we could watch TV, which I'm never, ever going to do. Or we could cook something. So, you know what? Let's cook something.
Bring it on!
Another success! We spent some time cooking, trying a new recipe, and the result was excellent. We gained +1 creativity. That's good. Morale +4. Money -18. And energy +7. Yeah, money is going to be really tight for us. It's now sunset. Gwenda, Amy, I prepared your favorite cake. Amy, thanks Gwenda, but I'd like to stay alone for a while and rest, okay? I didn't sleep very well at the hospital, and I had too much on my mind. Gwenda, that's fine. Get some rest. You can eat a piece of cake tomorrow morning before going to work. Good night, Gwenda. I went to my bedroom with Nina in my arms and sat down at the desk. I picked the notebook up, and I decided to try and get my feelings under control in the most familiar way I knew, writing about them. I picked up a pen and started writing a poem. Your gentle touch, the warmth of your embrace, the passion of your kiss, precious times, that felt ever so divine. I thought that they would never leave, but even though I can't reach you anymore, I can open my eyes to find you there. I'll always have my memories. Though they are not as warm as the hands that always made me feel so safe, I know they will never disappear, as you now have. My beloved, my heart is forever yours, even if you're lost beyond where my trembling voice can reach you. Even if your memories fade or disappear into the darkness, I'll never forget the precious times when we faced the world together. My beloved, for today, for tomorrow, for the days that may never return, never forget the words we once exchanged. I love you. Okay, she wrote the poem and then she went to bed. When I awoke that morning, I knew that I had to go to the ice cream parlor. It was Sunday and I had a long shift to attend to. I considered calling out, knowing that they would understand if I explained the situation, but I decided that it would be best to go in anyway. Otherwise everyone would start to worry about me. I had no doubt that news of the accident was already traveling quickly. Gossip seemed to get around in town eerily fast. You know, one thing why I really like the story is also because I can relate to her. She's not some, whiny little... Well, she might be a bit whiny, but this is pretty much how I would deal with the things as well. Sometimes you just have to push forward, There's no reason to bitch about things when you can't change them. And staying at home, being all depressed, that wouldn't help her. So let's go to the ice cream parlor. I got ready and arrived at the shop 15 minutes before the start of my shift. I hadn't wanted to dwell at home, though as soon as I walked in I knew I was too early. It was still early in the morning and there were only a few customers around. I was surprised to catch sight of a familiar face seated at one of the tables, apparently taking a break from work. Lawrence, hey Amy, are you alright? Okay, presenting our beta orbiter. This is another dateable character, but I find him completely despicable. I can, well, you will see. He's the beta of this game. I couldn't help but notice the genuine worry on his expression when he saw the bruises on my arms and legs. I appreciated his concern. Good morning, Lawrence. I'm doing okay. Lawrence, are you sure? Those bruises look really painful. Amy, yes, I'm sure. They really aren't as bad as they look. Lawrence, really? I don't know if I could work with bruises that big. You're a strong woman. Amy, I can hardly feel them. Thanks, though. Lawrence, how did it happen? You aren't in any trouble, are you? Yeah, well, my choice, I'm going by what I would do, okay, in these cases, would be to keep my privacy. And look at his reaction. Amy, it really isn't a big deal. Lawrence, but you're hurt. What happened? I'd rather not talk about it. But Amy, can't you at least tell me? I'm getting worried about you. How did you get hurt so badly? Amy, I'm sorry, but my shift is starting soon. And the beta in him roars wild. Please, I have to know if someone did this to you. No one did anything to me. It's not like that. Then why? It isn't any of your business. I'm sorry, but I have to go clock in now. Yeah, relationship with Lawrence -5. I really don't like him. He's so pushy and needy. Without another word, I left him waiting at the table with an ice cream cone now melting in his hand. During the summer, Amy works part-time from morning to noon, from Monday to Friday, as a waitress in an ice cream parlor owned by an old friend of Gwenda's. She gets paid only with tips, usually around $5 each turn. Being kind to the customers will earn her extra money, so depending on her mood, she can earn more. Yeah, so she not only lost her parents and her boyfriend is in hospital, but she's working for less than minimum wage here in this ice cream shop. Man, her life is... There are good and bad days, but in general, working will always lower her energy by a good amount and morale by a small amount. This energy can be restored in several ways. Some are drinking or eating, relaxing, or taking a nap at home and at the end of every day when you go in bed. There are other ways to gain both energy and morale, and also improve Amy's stats, but discovering them is a part of the fun of playing the game. Now the workday will start and you'll see the results. If this first week goes bad, don't worry. This is normal, since Amy's morale is very low because of what just happened. And we start with a success. I worked hard and I did an awesome job. Plus 8 money, hey, you go girl. Morale and energy both lost. Fail. Wasn't really in the right mood to be kind to the customers. Money +2, -8 morale and 7 energy. Holy crap. Okay, at noon your regular shift is over, but you can come here again and decide to do overtime if you have enough morale and energy until evening. You can also come here anytime to perform other actions like talking with Lawrence, hell no, who works here full-time every day until evening, or get an ice cream cone for yourself. So, he's not only beta, he's even working full-time at an ice cream parlor. Great, dude. Remember though, that doing overtime is a very stressing action, and if your morale is low, it's really a bad idea. Amy, I still feel weak. It will be better if I get back home now. I don't think they would allow me to see Arn yet anyway. So let's go home. When I got home after work, I found the house empty, except for my cat Nina. Nina and I went to my room and I turned the computer on to check my email, mostly to see if there was any news from Arn's family or the hospital. I knew it was rather unlikely to have more correspondence from them so soon, but couldn't help but hold on to the hope that there would be something new. I sat down at my desk and looked around my inbox, scanning the titles and senders of the new and unread messages. I frowned when I saw that there was nothing new from Eddie or anyone else from the hospital crew. Nothing good. Too bad. I decided to do some research on amnesia. It took a while before I found anything interesting, but after a bit of searching around, I found the following explanations about the basic of amnesia. Amnesia is a condition in which memory is disturbed or lost completely. People can forget about things they did, or they will simply fail to remember the things they are currently doing in the near future. I kept reading, but only got confused from more complicated medical terms. I was distracted from my reading when a small notification box saying I had a new email popped up. From secret admirer at net.rr.edu to amy21@mybookraeviews.com. Subject, you. You have one new inbox message. I clicked it a bit absent-mindedly since the address was unknown. Maybe I shouldn't open it. It could be a virus or spam. Nina hopped up onto the desk and meowed rather loudly. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to see what it is, right, Nina? I opened the email, eyeing the unknown address warily. The message was simple and written in plain black text. Hey there, Amy. I hear you're quite the poet. I'd love to read more of your work, but you don't really share with anyone, do you? I'm a big fan, and your secret admirer, as the saying goes. Keep writing, girl. Okay, what are we going to do? Tell him to stop or ignore the message. Now, what's that ignore the message? We don't need to get involved in any flame war on the internet. I shook my head slightly and clicked back to the inbox, deciding to ignore the unusual message. I was about to check my book review block when the computer shut down. I tried to restore it several times, but nothing happened. My computer just had to break at a time like this. For a moment I thought it might have been a virus from that mysterious email, but then realized that it was silly. The computer wouldn't even turn on, so the failure was clearly in the hardware. Nina, still sitting on my desk, gave me a puzzled look. Great, now I won't be able to check my email or blog from home anymore.
Oh no.
Fail. Ugh, my computer broke. I'll have to buy a new one. Why is this happening all at once? Morale -4. I must go to sleep now. Tomorrow I have to work. So statistics. We ditched Aaron. We gained 1 creativity, and morale and energy went down. And money by 8.
Yeah!
Success. A quiet, peaceful night of sleep. Exactly what I needed. Wow, morale +10 and energy +30. Good. I need to hurry. My morning shift at the ice cream shop starts soon. So I'd head there immediately.
Aww.
Failure. I wasn't really in the right mood to be kind to the customers, but we gained $3 nonetheless.
Aww.
Failure. I wasn't really in the right mood to be kind to the customers. Morale -5, money +3, energy. Well, we're doing good on the energy, or we're trying, but morale is really low. I need to do something with that. I want to go to the hospital today. I want to see Aaron. I miss him. Okay, this is as far as I got in the game previously. Then I did the testing and found out that it did not record. So now we're playing blind. So the hospital where Arn is resting. I went to the hospital to go visit Arn, but as soon as I entered his room, I had the feeling the visit wasn't going to go very well. Oh man, he looks so confused, like someone slapped him. Amy. Good morning, Aaron. Aaron, hi. Amy. How are you feeling today? A little bit better, thanks. He smiled at me politely, but without any of the tenderness I was used to seeing. An awkward silence settled in as I sat down at the chair beside his bed. Lacking any other ideas to really get the conversation going, I decided to start with something simple. I didn't want to pressure him with anything that the medics wouldn't approve of me discussing with him. Good, Amy, good. Amy, how's the hospital food around here? Is it okay? It's pretty good, definitely better than I can cook. Amy, hee, I'm glad you like it, but I'm sure you're not that bad of a cook. Arn, you've never had my cooking then. I want to say that I had, but quickly restrained. He wasn't a very good cook, but it made it more fun when he came to the ice cream parlor or when I cooked for him. Arn, by the way, I was wondering. Yes? Who are you? Yeah, I was expecting this question to pop up. The question was so simple, so polite, so impersonal, but it still broke my heart. Tell him you're his girlfriend, or tell him you're a friend. well, trying to force him into remembering me seems like a really bad idea. So, we should start with something neutral, like tell him you're a friend. I think that's a better choice. His words hurt, and I was certain my eyes betrayed a degree of sadness. I covered it up with a smile, hoping he didn't notice the momentary change. Oh, I'm a friend of yours. My name is Amy. Ah, okay. I'm sorry, it's just that my memory is really hazy. It's okay, I understand. Don't strain yourself. He returned my smile with a nod. Arn, you're a very nice girl, Amy. Cool, we gained a boost to our relationship. Amy, thank you. Arn, now, if you excuse me, I'm getting tired. I'd better get some sleep. Amy, sure, I'll come visit you again soon. You're on your own now. Use the map to move between the various locations and then click on the icons to perform actions. Explore all the locations and get familiar with different activities that you can do. Will you manage to reunite with Arn, or will you fall in love with someone else? It's up to you. Well, if I haven't made that clear yet, I am going after him, because, you know, things like this, problems with your psyche or memory loss and even depressions are usually heavily influencing relationships. And I would like to believe that if something like that happened to me, my girlfriend just wouldn't ditch me and start with someone new, because eventually you almost... I'm not sure if any doctors are watching this, but I'm having 3,000 something subscribers, so I guess that some of you might be medics. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the memory, unless there's a huge brain damage, like a stroke or, I don't know, a lobotomy, the memory should always, in the end, return, correct? You know, when you get... Eventually you get it back, and if you then realize that the girl you loved leaves you, that must be horrifying. Or at least to me. It seems so. So what locations do we have? We have the gym, we have the library, one of your favorite places. Okay, there's nothing up here, nothing up here. A luxurious restaurant renowned in the whole town. Okay. A trendy disco pub, where you can dance, eat, and drink. Then the hospital where Arn is resting. There's the town's biggest park. It's beautiful. You often go there to relax and think. Well, it's late. It's sunset already, so I think we should head home and get some rest. We can rest a bit by watching TV. No. We can read a book or cook something. Well, we're almost up to $50 again. So... what could we do? Well, this seems like a best option, because even if we lose morale, energy will go up. And we had a success! And money only 12, creativity +2, morale +6, energy +8. Awesome. Amy, you go. I must go sleep now. Tomorrow I have work. Okay, so relation with Arn is better now. We lost a bit of money. I really need to look into the money thing. I don't know if you can get a better job in this game or not, but if we can, it would be awesome. Ah, a quiet, peaceful night of sleep. Exactly what I need. Morale only +4, but energy +18. I was getting ready to leave for the ice cream shop when the phone rang. Hello? Eddie, Miss Finch, oh, it's the hospital calling. Amy. Oh yes, I'm Amaranta. You are Eddie? Yes, I need to talk to you about Arn. Amy, is everything alright? Eddie, yes, don't worry, everything's okay. I heard you paid him a visit yesterday, and I'd like to talk to you about some things. We agreed to meet in his office in the afternoon after my shift at the ice cream shop ended. Okay, so we'll probably get some more information about his condition. I need to hurry. My morning shift at the ice cream shop starts soon. So let's go to the ice cream shop. Fail. Great. Morale minus, but we gain $5. Good. And a success. Morale -3, but money +7. Cool, we're back to $48. My morale is 20. I need to find a way how to increase morale greatly. Maybe swimming in the gym would be cool, if there is a pool, I think. I quickly changed clothes and I got ready to go to the hospital to talk with Eddie. I wonder what he wants to talk about. Oh, let's see. It's noon. As I entered the hospital, I met with Eddie. He nodded at me and made a gesture to follow him into his office. I took a deep breath, vaguely registering the sound of our footsteps tapping on the way through the corridor. Eddie led me to his office, and I distinctly noticed his occasional glances, but was too absorbed in my own frantic thoughts to care. We stepped through the door, and he quietly closed it behind me. Please have a seat. Oh, I hope he's not going to hit on her. That would be so fucked up. I sank into a cushioned chair in front of the desk and watched him hopefully. Amy, tell me how he can get better. Well, you have to understand that this condition is somewhat difficult to treat. We will, of course, be encouraging his memory to return by talking to his family and friends, putting him in situations of previous memories, things like that. The therapist can tell you more about exactly what they'll be doing. There's also the possibility of prescribing him certain medicines, but we only keep that option open for extreme cases. There are amnesia medicines? I wasn't aware of that. I nodded, hanging on to his every word. The key is that he regains his memory slowly and carefully. This sort of psychology is not my specialty, but we have to be careful of any psychological stress. Amnesia is tricky to begin with. We can't risk any more complications by trying to force him to remember. My heart sank. So what you're saying is he won't be remembering me anytime soon. He looked at me kindly. Probably not, but there is a way you can help. Amy, how? Tell me, I'll do anything. Eddie, well, you know him very well. It would be a great help if you could think of situations that might help him regain some memories, situations from his past, places he's been, activities he likes, things like that. I nodded my head slowly, trying to reconcile myself to all the unbelievable things that had happened recently. Okay, so we can either cry or go away. The way I see Amy, she's not going to cry, she's going to hold on to her grief. For a few moments I sat still. Then a silence rang and Eddie began to look uncomfortable. I stood up mechanically, having heard all that I needed to know. Eddie, Miss Amaranta. Amy. Call me Amy, and thank you for your help, Eddie. All right, anytime, Amy. He'll be fine, don't worry. I nodded. Eddie, are you okay? I shrugged, turning to leave. Thank you, Eddie. I'll come by later to check on him. Well, it's already sunset. We skipped to the daytime thingies, phases, I would say. So what are we going to do? Are we going to cook something again? Or are we going to try to read?